Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Sustainable Library. This week we're talking about green beauty. So this is a very exciting topic, especially for us girls, because it's all about making yourself look and feel beautiful in a sustainable way. Whether it's your makeup or your beauty routine or anything that you do to make yourself feel beautiful, but doing it in a way that's eco-friendly, natural, doesn't do any harm to the environment, and most importantly is animal friendly as well. Because as we know, a lot of our beauty products traditionally have been tested on animals, and for me that's probably the most important part and the most important thing to look out for when it comes to green beauty. If you want to know more about eco-friendly beauty products or even some recipes to make your own eco-friendly products, please go look on my website. I will link it below and you can find out all about it, and also some more about why it's important to choose products that aren't animal tested. Today, however, I'll be taking you through a little bit of a tutorial on how to use a zero waste razor. So I got this really beautiful rose gold one from the Zero Waste Club, you can see on there, and I absolutely love it. So I only started on my journey with my zero waste razor about 4 months ago, and that was because I still had an old razor and I was not going to throw it away. And after my razor broke, I used my husband's old razor, so I reused. But once that one basically gave up and we had no more blades, my husband had already swapped over to using a reusable razor blade, and he absolutely loves it. So he encouraged me, which is amazing, that he encouraged me to make this eco-friendly swap. So I chose this beautiful rose gold swap because why can't a sustainable swap also be beautiful? So for any of you who've tried shaving with a reusable razor like this, you'll know it's slightly different from shaving with a normal plastic razor. I'll be honest, I still have one normal plastic razor that I take when I travel or when I have to do really quick kind of shaving, and for a long time I still used that one for shaving under my arms because I was quite scared to use this one. But now that I've got the hang of it, it's really great, and it's the closest shave I've ever had. So you just kind of need to learn how to work with it, and then it's really great. So I'm gonna take you on to the bathroom and we'll do like a little bit of a tutorial on how to shave successfully with this, and what to do and what not to do when you start shaving with your reusable razor. So the most important thing of shaving with a reusable razor is the hand motion, or the wrist motion that is. And you literally have to go kind of with a scooping motion. I know this might look slightly overdone, but this is what you have to do. You cannot go your normal, with a normal razor where you just have one big swoop up. With a reusable razor, you kind of plow away at it, so it's like a swoop, and that's also why with a reusable razor you have to give a bit more time, so you have to be a bit more gentle and give yourself more time when shaving. Another thing not to do when you're shaving with a reusable razor is when you get to tricky parts like creases or at the bottom of your leg where your foot comes together, you cannot all of a sudden go to the side. You're not going to be able to cut any of your hair. It's just simply not going to work. So you still have to go your swooping up and down motion. My other tip is to, when you get to parts like your knees, you'll have to stand up and shave your legs standing up with the same swooping motion. The blades from reusable razors also last very, very long, much longer than your normal razor should. But you might sometimes think that it's actually gone blunt or dull. And that's possibly just because it's dirty. And you can see that when you turn your razor over and you look at the bottom, you can see all the hair trapped in there. So easy way to clean it is simply to take it and turn the bottom, and then you can open it up and spray your razor blade, and then you have it all cleaned. So why do I think we should be using reusable razors and not our usual throwaway ones or the ones where we replace the blades? Well, firstly, it's because most razors are made of plastic almost entirely. So that means that, that's a single-use plastic item, especially the cheap ones that you buy in bulk and you basically just throw away after 1 or 2 shaves. So that's just, cheap plastic. A lot of it can't be recycled. Some of it has to go into special recycling. At the same time, the blades are very hard to recycle as well, because they are made of plastic and some rubber, and then they have the blades in them. So to recycle them, these things have to be separated, and that can usually only be done at special recycling plants. So, it's just really hard to recycle them. Another big reason why I choose a reusable razor and why I think it's so great is that if you live in a house with any other person, whether it being your partner or your parents or a friend, you can actually save because you can buy the razor blades together. And whether you're male or female, doesn't matter, these all look exactly the same and they have the same blades. So you will save money and it'll be good for the environment. And I just think that's a really cool thing, that products are going from being very gender-based to being unisex, and you can kind of use them across the board. And I think that's really great and really special when it comes to a reusable razor. So that's another reason why for us in our house we chose to both go down the reusable razor route. I hope that these tips on shaving with a reusable razor has been helpful, and also that you enjoyed my tips on what not to do when shaving with a reusable razor. It's definitely a bit of a different way of doing things, but it'll be worth it in the end, I can promise you. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time then, let's all live sustainably.